new bear skin, the murderous grizzly skin from the Night of the Living Cats collaboration. So that's pretty cool. It's a very cool skin, in my opinion. And would you look at that build? We have Bam Oni. Nice
Oh,
stun. Nice mind game, buddy. Yeah, stun to the back of to his back. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, nice pathing already from Petty.
taking it outside the corrupt area. Very wise decision. Going back around. Needs to make sure though that we're connecting resources. Bamboozle has also been revealed. Petty in the spotlight, trying to avoid that first hit. Rotating back towards the pellet that we've used so far, and there it is.
Oh no.
The blood bank has opened.
You know, I okay, that's a gold line right there. I love that. That's so good. The blood bank is opened. That's gold. I might steal that in the future, but I will credit you every time I use it. I promise.
Yeah,
But
you
anyways, yeah, that's a really unfortunate hit. But honestly, in competitive DBD, I've seen a lot of earlier hits come through on Oni sets, so not the worst case scenario. Not the best either, but you know, we do have some good progress on the gens already so far.
Listen, it is not what you want to have in an early game. It could have been worse. The hit could have come in early, but it's generally not the outcome you want as the survivor team. However, we have seen in the past, nice connect. We have seen in the past that survivors have been able to good communication to redeem themselves, waiting out the fury, hiding it out, and essentially having everyone back to full health and reclaiming control of the trial. It's an insanely hard thing to do, but it's not impossible.
Very well said. Oh, Petty takes it down. Unfortunately, and in true Oni fashion, we're gonna go and slug and see if we can find anyone else out here. Which I mean, honestly, ideally, the survivors of Pandemonium should be stealthing this out here and waiting for power to end. Because I mean, this is a very slug-heavy portion of the match when Oni's in power. So I like this. Heather is already ready to use balance landing in case she gets found. So that's really good, really smart from Heather. And we do have multiple gens with high progress at the moment, so that's really good. Heather can safely work this gen. Nice smash hit from Petty. He says, "Try me, bro. I'm gonna slam this pow in your face and run very far away." So GG's. And actually, we lost all of Oni's power. The fact that Petty was able to get picked up so quickly means that like that slug was not useless, but it didn't amount to much of anything besides the survivor getting off a gen for a little bit. So we do get a gen pop, and I believe that was main gen. So it's not terrible right now for Pandemonium. They can kind of recover this, I think. Oh no!
And if you get Petty up off guard. We do have 2 generators completed for now. However, Ezra's also in second stage. Petty will mark another fresh hook, so it's looking really well for Dub. Also having the hooks closest to one another.
Yeah.
Having the generator close, which you've kicked with the eruption prior. And now the demon dash, making everything just that more scarier. We've seen the scratch marks, we've heard the wall. It's a full life survivor, but Lara cannot escape. It's a third one on the floor, and that's not the end of it. Dab once more, circling back towards the hook stages. Knows Alichu is pressured to get her teammates off of that, but Alichu in turn takes another down. It's only Ezra left up and standing. She needs to hide this out, to run this out.
Oh, this is scary. This is very scary for Pandemonium here. Yeah, unfortunately, that's really all you can do is just force locker. I don't think you make a single other resource here. So, yeah, unfortunately, we see 4K3 on the Oni here. It was a really nice attempt, though. I think that they had a very solid start on Pandemonium, despite that early down. And then once Petty went down near the hook, I think things really kind of fell through. That's really unfortunate, honestly.
I mean, this is exactly why Oni is so scary. Even while being reliant on the survivors making a mistake in the early parts of the trial, you have a heavy snowball potential. Coming back from a Demon Dash Oni is so incredibly difficult, and this proved why Dub putting out an amazing performance, 4King at 3 generators remaining. Very well
Very
played.
well said. And that being said, we are loading in with Serial on the Oni versus the survivors of Sirenia, that being Otaku, Manu, Dub, and Moon. And we are already pathing over to the main building to see if anyone is trying to stealth from top side to bottom side of the map. We are breaking open the main building as well. And yeah, I mean, I imagine we're going to see a bit of stealthing from the survivors of Sirenia and probably playing this patiently. And if Cyril is able to get a first hit on a survivor relatively early, things could be looking good for Pandemonium here. But we'll have to see.
Oh, we saw a survivor on the left. It's in the corrupted generators though. No, someone's. That's a comp trap and a half. So, I know the comp players are like, we here happy we dropped the pallet, but we weren't even close.
Yeah, very, very early pre-drop coming out from Manu there. And we do see a survivor working on the logs gen over here by the bottom side of the map. And that's going to be Dub actually chasing towards the corrupt intervention gens. And a second mid gen is being worked as well. So a little scary considering we don't know where that second survivor's at. And Manu is probably back on that bottom mid gen already.
Doing a good job so far. Window to vault. The pallet has been used though. We got the long. Oh, the setup with the window is nice.
Oh.
We do have blood loss too though, and that's going to be a swing and a hit early enough. Blood bank starting to get drained, but we do need some time to get the blood out of the way. We did interrupt one generator that has been worked on, but if they doubled, one generator could pop really soon.
Okay, and we've got all power as well, so that's really nice.
Let's go.
Serial's sitting in a pretty decent position here right now. Not a ton of gen progress on the board, and we are following someone's scratch marks, although we did kind of lose them. They might be at this. Oh, they're at edge map right now. Wait, this could turn things around for Pandemonium here.
Edge map ending. Mano doing a great job on the walls, on the edge of the map, keeping it going. One generator out of the way though.
No,
And we're
I mean, do you
picking
take
up.
pain resonance? Yeah,
Pain resonance
okay,
close.
lucky pain resonance, very lucky pain resonance. Although if you're going to 4K the survivors of Sirenia, now is the only time you can do it.
Yeah.
If you let another gen pop, then it's going to be a tie, and that's not what you need right now. Right now, you need a 4K for, and how doable that is, I just don't know, Blue. I don't know.
You need the blood, you need the slug, you need multiple objectives for your survivors. We have 2 on Manu. That means either Moon or Taku. Not bothered with anything, only concerned about the objective of getting that second generator out of the way. And it's going to take quite some time until we're going to get our next duo, even if Dub's on the ground. However, there's a pain record.
Okay, that's really good for Serial. That's very, very good for Serial. So we do get another pain resonance, but okay, I'm going to rectify something I said earlier. So earlier I mentioned that the difference between Doctor and Oni in relying on survivor mistakes is the 4v1 versus the 1v1. Now, when I say that, I'd like to rectify something in this particular situation that should be worth mentioning. And it's the fact that in an Oni setting the win condition is an individual survivor mistake reliant on said fact. But in a win condition like this would require the entire team to definitely make mistakes here. Just because like there's so few there's so little of a margin for error from Serial here. He needs survivor mistakes here. And fortunately for him, there have been some already that I'm noticing. Taking some edge maps, some rather short chases here to the edge map here, which it should help Serial out quite a bit. But I just don't really see how feasible it is to really rely on that too heavy because there haven't been very many mistakes from the survivor side this match so far.
Well, if you're gonna close it, now is the time. Serial needs to down Manu and the person that's been working on this generator, but you don't have a lot of time to focus on Otaku because Manu sure as hell is going to go back at this.
Ooh.
Oh, nice eruption, that was important. It's also another pain resonance hook. I mean, I get it. It's dangerous. We do have some more blood, I believe, over on the shack side. This is so tense. But
It's
also,
very tense.
Dub and Moon have been healthy for a while. These two will be working on the top side gen. You can't be stuck on bottom side. Okay, you know this generator regressed. You know someone has reset over here. With okay, time's not on your side.
And they rescued right next to Serial as well. So this is actually another mistake that I think that... Oh, nice flick! That's the last pain resonance. This might be a golden opportunity for Serial here. Something that might not have been doable unless that were to happen right there. And we are going to drop the firecracker. It doesn't really amount to much! Wait! Serial has an opportunity here. This is a golden opportunity here, Blue. Does he get it?
Back towards main. Question is which generator have they been working on? There
Oh,
are
it's here!
marks because the generator has been far. Last hit opportunity for the power, but we've ran out and it doesn't hit. Option to get the pain resonance from Moon, but you need time to circle back. Do you have that time? Do you commit? You need to apply that one kick to get it regressing, to get at least some more time out of the way. But Moon has been picked up. Otaku as well. You know Manu hasn't been working on any additional gens. Maybe time to get another hit onto Dub, but still. Serial is doing such a good job at trying to keep Pandemonium in the running. This is so tense.
Very well said. Oh my goodness. And there's not a lot of pressure on this gen either. That's like around about 50%. So I think that Serial can kind of feel a little bit at ease. The survivors of Sirenia are right now having to pick themselves up after being put on the ground, like halfway put on the... Nice hit through the pallet as well. We get our power mostly back as well. I mean, okay. Serial is doing the Lord's work right now, keeping Pandemonium in the match here. And if we're able to secure... Oh no, that's the tie condition.
Tie condition has been met. If this set were to be tied, I believe we have our new tiebreaker system in place. Pandemonium's not out yet. We do have another generator on a lot of progress, however.
I definitely think now is the time to go power. And we do actually have a bit of a mess up here. Otaku doesn't read the mind game well and loses the 50 at a shack, unfortunately. This gen hasn't really gotten much progress since, and we're able to take our way up here. Very nice flick from Serial, almost landing it as well. Unfortunately, we just barely missed. We're gonna leave Otaku slugged and go check on our gens as well. We're gonna leave the chase. Nothing here up on the top right side of the map, so we're going to path back down and maybe find someone else. But right now, it looks like our survivors minus Moon are stealthing.
Oh!
Nice down.
That was so good. Now could be the time to get the last pain resonance hook, but that's also the last true resource you have against those generator. Yes, eruption, but eruption is reliant on the down, so no gen regress for free. Otaku still being on the ground is an important information now been picked up, so we know the position of all of our survivors. No one is working on a gen right now. I can only imagine Otaku and Manu circling back towards Shack, however. We need to 4K this right now if we want even a chance to get into the pick set.
And you know, with the amount of pressure that Serial is building through each use of Blood Fury, I think it's entirely doable right now. We just need power back right now because gens haven't really been touched. We do have a lot of progress at Shack though, but it has lost some progress due to being regressing for a little while the survivors of Sirenia were picking each other up. So there's at least a little bit of comfort in that. We do see Otaku here at Shack.
Oh, good
Oh,
mind
nice attempt.
games.
So close.
Attacker.
Oh,
Oh,
nicely
only
done.
four
Very
of
good.
them. Got another down. I feel like our survivors are getting somewhat reckless, trying to get that last generator out of the way. They know it's their last objective, but they're not being careful anymore. This generator almost fully regressed. Two last options for the survivors to win.
Otaku
No
gets picked up
progress.
relatively quickly as well.
Reel it in.
Okay, we do have a lot of blood here at Shack though, so there's that. That's not bad for Serial here. There's a ton of blood here. We can get most of power back, maybe even all of it if we get some more scattered around the map. And we do actually find Dub here as well. There's enough. That's enough power right there. So we can go and get our next down here potentially. Hopefully before another gen pops. We did check all the gens. There's no progress on anything but Shack right now and the top left gen. And that was a head-on attempt from Otaku. Just not
Oh,
landing. Oh, hey, whoa, nice corner tech there from Dub. But Serial does catch on to it with enough time to react to get a down. Very nicely done by Serial. And we're going to actually go and check on our gens again. We're going to leave Otaku behind and see if we can catch anyone over on the top left gen. Oh, no. That is so unfortunate. They do pop the gen. But let the record show that Serial was putting the world's pressure on these survivors, and we could still see a very, very good result from Cyril's Oni here.
we spend just a little too much time down towards Shag. The survivors of Team Sirenia have been able to push out that third generator. They truly ignored any other way to play this game. It was so tense. Zero was cooking. Zero was putting out an amazing performance to even have it be this close with the given win condition. They've played it very, very well, but it just wasn't supposed to be. And now with
Oh,
this is edging on bullying. Come on, we've tried it. We've done so good. We are going to play this trial out. Let's see how much more Zero can get on the table for his own team. But honestly, really impressive performance by them, keeping us guessing and keeping us on the edge of our seats until the very last moment.
right, absolutely. Definitely worth mentioning, right? Sirenia was struggling to meet the win condition. They were fighting tooth and nail to get to the win condition, get 3 gens popped, and Serial was just not letting them have it easy. So, definitely worth mentioning that Serial was putting a massive amount of pressure on the survivors of Sirenia here, with a horrendously difficult win condition to meet, unfortunately. But Serial almost did it. And that has to be worth something, right? That definitely has to be worth something. I mean, just insanely good pressure coming out from Serial, and unfortunately, just not meeting the win condition in time. So, really well played by Sirenia there. Their survivor coordination is extremely solid, but yeah, definitely worth mentioning that Serial is putting so much pressure on the survivors of Sirenia here.
And now I can only imagine the amount of stress that's been relieved by this trial being over. I mean, on the survivors' end, they might have started sweating, but they managed to get that third generator out of the way. They presented themselves, Team Sirenia in general presented themselves in the best light possible, starting from the plague set, carried themselves very well in the doctor set as well, and now closing it with a 3-0 on the only set. Very impressively, we thank Pandemonium for putting up a fight and for providing us with an amazing show. I hope to see them here again. The same goes for Sirenia, Tomashi, and Payne, who all have provided us with a great entertainment for tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, couldn't have said that well better myself. Really, what a hit through the window. Even the ping is trying to help Cyril out here in this match. That is just insane. But yeah, no, very well said, right? All four teams put up a seriously amazing time here in the community cups here. It was very nice to see all four of them with some very interesting rules as well. And oh, I guess we suspect someone's here at the edge map trying to stealth out.
Oh,
Oh,
surprise!
what a find by Serial. Well done.
Game sense is sensing. Really nice job. The only one left standing is Moon, who used to be our last pain race once. But that's it. It's been quite some time.
Absolutely, yeah. We do actually get to pick up onto Manu, but now Otaku's Death Hook, Moon is Death Hook. Manu is the only one right now who's left who is not dead on Hook. So it's this still looks like it's going to be a very scary looking win condition. If the previous win condition was just not a thing, this would be extremely impressive from Serial. I mean, it still is, but oh, nicely done. Reading that Manu was actually going to greed that pallet, we just send it and we get the down. And unfortunately, that time the pallet does actually get dropped. We get a stun, and we're able to chain it here with this tile here. And yeah, we're going to commit to Manu here, try to get the down. And oh, I think we do. Oh wow, what a down coming in from Serial there.
One more kick for the generator. Putting them on the hook once more. Everybody's up to be in Death Hook. Trying to collect all the stages, one after another. And another Demon Dash to check on our other gens. I'm very impressed. I was gonna say that the check generator has lasted for this long. It was supposed to pop at some point. But it did take a lot of kicks from Zero for the survivors to finally be able to finish this. So Taco back on the ground, almost is close to bleeding out. That's how much time Otaku has spent on the floor.
Yeah, I know. It was getting very close to bleed out for Otaku here. And another thing worth mentioning too is I think I'm relatively positive that Shackton was out of kicks, was not able to be damaged anymore at all. I saw Cyril take a look at it, and I think he noticed that it was not able to be kicked, so he just left it alone. So that is unfortunate. I'm sure if we had more regression events available, that we might have actually been able to stop that from actually popping. So very unfortunate. It's just the double-edged sword that is eruption. And oh, nice read. Moon vaults into main as we're breaking it open. That's a very free hit onto Moon. We might be able to still shut this down at 4K1. But by the way, again, just worth mentioning, this is still a very good result for Oni. Oni should not be 4K. There should be outs on Oni sets, if I'm not mistaken.
Safe to say, Cyril is doing a really good job. I mean, you have to hand it to the survivors. I believe they would have played differently if they were trying to put out a win condition as well, right? Because their only objective has been that third generator. You do have the freedom to be a bit more lenient with cautiousness when it comes to being found and allowing the killer to get some of your survivors on hook. Nevertheless, Serial fighting to the nail until there was literally no more chances to kick those bottom generators. It's impressive.
Yeah, no, seriously. I can't really stress that enough, honestly. I think Moon is actually upstairs in main, waiting to use balanced landing, I believe. And oh, what a silly ability. Just accepting the 4K1. All right. Okay. Yeah. No. Very well done. Yeah. Manu might crawl to hatch, but even then, there's still a gen remaining. All gens are not completed, so hatch would not count. This would still be a 4K1. So again, really solid job by here. But either way, they put on a hell of a show here, boy. I love the energy they brought into this. They had some really insanely good stealthing during the plague match, and unfortunately just got caught out. But yeah, Really fun matchup to cast here.